she talks about the things that she likes about Chile.
Okay.
She talks about food, about the people that lives in here. Also talks about the main occupation
Okay.
of Chile at the last part.
Okay.
And in the first part, she said that she likes to kiss. She likes the way we greeting another, and that we actually didn't kiss, but we barely touched the other person's cheek, and that's how I like kissing the other person and greeting them.
Okay.
And she said when she came back or went back to United States, she didn't like to the way they are greeting, like shaking hands and that.
Okay.
After that, she said that she likes Chilean food, especially bread. That is delicious. She ate it with avocado and cheese. She said that here the homemade bread is more cheaper than the sliced bread that is more expensive. Like that is different. That is a difference between Chile and her country.
Okay.
She also talked about once, that we eat a lot of bread uh, when we do once. That is like a tea time for us. And in winter we gain a lot of weight because we eat a lot of bread in that period of time.
Yeah.
She also said that she's think that here in Chile we eat a lot of fish because we have a lot of coast, but she's surprised that we eat things like rice and empanadas.
Okay.
And she also started to talk about the empanadas, that she loves empanadas but hate the olives. She give olives to another person to eat it. And after that, she started to talk about another tradition that is mote con guasillo, that is rotten fishes or uh, desid- deshydrated fish with juice.
Okay.
And people likes to uh, 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 drinking eat it on summer.
Okay.
um, After that, she starts to talk about the that Chilean Spanish is difficult, but we are proud that we are bad at it. Like that we know that our way to pronounce is bad, but we are kind of proud if another person talks like a foreign person talks like in Chilean, so then we feel very proud about that.
Okay.
She said that we didn't pronounce some T or S. We talk like we are singing, like very in a singing way.
Okay.
um, After that, she talks about the best holiday that she likes. That is 18, 18 of September. That she finds out that is very fun. And she said that Chileans, we are not very like patriotic, but we like 18 of September very much. Like we enjoy that, not like other countries that are like always loving their country, but we in 18 of September we like we make an exception.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. I think that's all for the video for that one. Let's talk about the other one, like this one.
Ah, okay. The second video, he said that he loves Chilean culture, that we are dedicated and loyal people,
Okay.
and we are very we love our how is it this word like we love our familia, like we love ah, that word is we love our
Okay. Try to explain what you want to say. Let's forget about the word. What do people do so
likes
you can call them
like
like that?
the people talks a lot of with their cousins, with their grandmas, with the um, a very person that not are close family, but they talk a lot of with other people of their family. Like
Okay.
there's a lot of that family culture we have here.
Okay. Okay.
Um, that he is very surprised of the sense of stick together we have with our families.
Okay.
He also points out that we are kind, and if we need something, the people usually tries to help another, or we are trust each other. Like
Yeah.
if a person is in your house, you trust in them, and that kind of things that they're weird kind.
Okay.
He also said that he likes food. He is very surprised of the salad dressing, that we use only salt and oil, and
Okay.
we like eat a lot of tomato, lettuce, and avocado in our salads. And he finds that it's very a pure way to eat the salad.
Okay.
He also said that he likes the mustard and he likes completos. Is his favorite dish. And he also said he loves empanadas, and we can find empanadas in almost everywhere.
Okay.
And there are people that sometimes offer you empanadas, like going to your door and say like I'm, uh, I'm selling empanadas.
Okay.
After that, he said that he thinks that in Chile, same as the other video, we eat a lot of fish because we are very long and very close to the coast country. But he noticed that we eat a lot of beans, a lot of salad vegetables, and it's very similar to an European way of eating.
Okay.
He noticed we not spicy like others Latin countries.
Mm-hmm.
He also likes bread. I noticed that he talks about like ayuya with
Yeah.
avocado and them, and start to talk about the once, like is because bread we always eat spread with also with a cup of coffee or tea,
Okay.
and also start to talk about empanadas. That also is a very known Chilean food, and I start to talk about pastel de choclo. He is very familiar for him because have a lot of potatoes and corn. And finish, he starts to talk um, about how we speak Spanish,
Okay.
and used we like to talk about like a very like I don't know how to I don't understand this part, but he said like we talk about like we are like I don't know like very we care about how we talk, very
Okay.
careful. I don't know, and also he said like we use a lot of po,
Yeah.
and he talks about that the first time a person talks like with a po to him, and he was very confused about it.
Okay.
So I think that's it with that video.
Okay, okay, okay. That's enough. Okay, let's go back again, point by point, so you can state your ideas about this. Okay. I'm remember. Let me remember that we have been I'm recording this, so we're
Mm-hmm.
going to use
Okay.
it later on as an analysis. Okay, let's
Okay.
talk about the girl. On the one hand, okay. Do you know what happens? I when I saw this for the very first time, I was wondering whether she was whether she was in an interview or is this like her home. I don't know, but then I realized that the very same stuff, I mean the very same YouTube channel Lifey,
Mm-hmm.
they are doing both of those videos, so perhaps this is a sort of an interview. What do you think? Is this an interview, or do you believe she's just doing
I
this?
I think it, like it's an interview. It's like um maybe the channel talks like, oh, we want to know your experience in a certain country, and if you like, you can answer our questions and send us the video, like something like that. I think
Okay.
I the person makes or maybe goes to a place to make that,
Yeah.
and they answer that questions about the
But
certain country.
yeah, but do you? I mean, do you think this is worthy? Like doing this type of videos so I can explain the rest of the world the way in which I perceive certain population? Is it
Mm,
worthy? I don't know. Is it useful, or what do you think?
I think in certain ways useful, because it's maybe if you want to go to that country, or maybe just because you want to know about a certain country, you could watch these videos. But I don't think you could uh, like 100% of trust in it on it,
Okay.
because it's like uh, it's like just a vision of the people, because also in YouTube we could see a person talks about their experience in Chile that are bad.
Yeah.
So it's just a way to see it, and it's I like to see the video talking good things about Chile, but also I know that Chile isn't the best, so it's just a little bit what a person uh, could see in here.
What do you like seeing those videos? like the ones
Uh,
in which they say nice things about us?
I think because we're like being proud. Let's. Oh, I like because they talk good things about it. It's like, but sometimes not talking just from to us. It's like the culture itself. So it's like I don't know why I liked it because I know it isn't true. It's just uh, she's just talking about things that for us is normal. So I think that person that for us is normal and for that person isn't.
Yeah,
I think for us it's like a surprise that person like that little things that we don't notice in our normal uh,
yeah.
day.
Okay, Alejandro, you were saying the other day that sometimes you received foreigners into your house, people from other
Oh
countries. You were saying that?
yes, they are people that my sister knows. So sometimes they come visit here or
Okay,
stay here because we are like in Santiago. So,
right.
but we don't live in Santiago, but we live in like very close, uh, very close part area of here.
Okay, and what do you tell them about being a Chilean person?
Um,
I don't
I
know.
tell them.
I don't know. I don't even know if they ask you about that. Let's imagine they
Um,
ask you, and then you say something about Chile. What do you say to them?
Mm, they more than asking person like how it's been to be a Chilean, they ask uh, like things that they know about the internet. Like I think if a person looks like a video like this, start to talk about like oh I think Chilean likes avocado and I don't like avocado, so it's like no, not every Chilean likes avocado, but it's a generalization that everyone does. So it's like okay, no, it's their question and we answer like to make them like uh, to get a maybe a real uh, view of of Chile, like a real uh, way to see how is living here. Like
What
not
do you mean by real?
because sometimes it's true that we are kind and we like to be kind with other people. Like we like to be familiar and we
Okay.
like to the send of stick together, but sometimes it's just too close to that. It's like yes, we are see a lot of our families, but sometimes not something good. Like the person says oh it's something good that the families stick together, but sometimes like oh yes I my aunt is very I don't know, like it's very I don't know, I know him so I don't like my aunt, but we have to stick together because family Chilean families are like this. So
Ah,
it's
okay.
something like
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. And one final question about you receiving these foreigners. Which is the weirdest question they have ever asked you?
that. The weirdest question. Mm, I don't know. It's maybe I think it's like to I don't know. It's didn't make like weird questions, but they like uh, act like they may think we could receive that. It's like that. Um,
Again, I
the
don't
kiss
get
on
it.
the. It's like when they say like, oh. Every person in Chile likes to kiss in the cheek to greeting, but sometimes it's not the the case.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, I know that some people do that, but we are like in oh, sorry, it's like a truck passing by my and sounds very weird. Sorry.
Okay. Can you
I
restate
get,
the
I
whole
get,
thing?
I yes, I get so distracted because sounds like very big truck and start to moving the land, so it's like a earthquake. I don't know. Um,
Okay, so you were
and yes,
saying
I
that
think
that basically they were not asking you like the weirdest stuff, right? But they were.
no, it's just assuming things like, oh, I'm going to hug you and everything, but I like no, we I don't greeting like this, or I don't know, be 40, 47, uh, like available to help them, like some things like I could be like their tourist assistant for way of saying, but it's like I don't have time. I have my college. I have I don't know things to do, so I could stay with you this time.
Right.
Like yes, we help another people. We care about others, but we don't stay with the person that we invited to our home like 24/7.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's move on to some other areas. Okay, let's talk about food. Okay, just because food. Both of these videos were talking about bread, and they were stating that they liked it. What do you like bread?
Yes, I think I really like bread. I try to don't eat bread, but I don't like that kind of diets. That person like, oh, bread makes you gain weight and everything. But it's like, what I hunger. I get so because we want to stay thin. It's like no, I really like bread, and I with this situation with my mother, I start to bake my own bread. So
Okay.
it's like I have a good relationship with bread.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't, I don't, uh, I don't leave the bread just because I want to stay thin. I think.
And what do you think they are so impressed with Chilean bread? What would you? I mean, what might happen with them that they were saying this?
They were. I think they were surprised that people do homemade bread. That people uh, made and ate their own bread or
Yeah.
sell their own bread. It's just like they eat um, like processed bread or this kind of breads that are cooked and maybe frozen and after that uh,
Okay. Do
turn
they
into
do,
the soaps.
as,
Mm-hmm.
as as you lived in Canada, as you were in Canada, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about that? Do they did they eat that much bread, or what kind of breads do they have?
And they just eat like she said, like this, the sliced bread.
Okay.
They have a lot of these big, like not a big,
Loops.
but just like a lot of these bags of bread. But no one does like homemade bread. It's not a thing there. Like no, they don't eat.
Okay. And do they consume as much bread as we do, or not, or do they eat less bread
Um,
than us?
they eat less bread as bread. I think they eat like hamburgers, like hot dogs, but they eat it like the, a part of of the meat, not like the like oh I'm going to eat bread with uh, some condiment. No, it's like I'm eating my hamburger with bread. Things like
Okay.
it's most important the things that they put in the sandwich or more
Okay.
than the bread itself.
And what do you think we Chileans? Why do you think we are eating so much bread? Why are we so good to eat bread? At eating bread?
I think because it's something like not a tradition, but maybe some like it's a easy way to eat, an easy way um, to food family.
Okay, to bring
So
food to the family.
yes, because I remember that my father told me that um, his father,
Yeah.
um, like my father was a kid, um, his father takes like a big, I how is it, flour of flour, uh,
What do you want to say?
flour bag that
Okay.
his parents take a big flour bag, and with that they make bread, and the bread is like something that they put like key, like it's like, oh, my dad have a lot of like brothers and sisters, so it's like, no, you can't eat bread, it's just for once, just for breakfast, so
Okay.
it's like a precious thing, so we could
Hmm.
eat uh, a big to food a lot of people of their families and have to take
You
care
can,
of that.
yeah, you can feed a lot of people with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Perhaps that's the way. That's why bread is so popular in Chilean cuisine. I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps. Okay, let's move a little bit with the idea of food. She was talking about once, right? She was sort of
Yes.
marveled because of the idea of having once. Uh, what do you think about that? I mean, is it that weird to have once, or is it, as you know, more countries, right? Is it in Canada? Back in Canada, do they have something like this or
uh,
not?
no, they always surprise, but once or also the foreign visitors we have, they like once. It's like, oh, I like it, like having a cup of coffee and tea with bread. Yeah, it's like, okay, we do this every time, but okay, get surprised, we don't say anything. Like
Okay.
they like they maybe like the way I don't know, we eat together and have a like a something like hot cup of something, and maybe they like the way we and I don't know, like they like the, how do I say, they like the situation, the scene of having a nose.
Okay. Because that is not common within their own cultures, I imagine.
Yes, it's not common. It's like eating dinner, but it's like, I'm going to eat, I don't know, like a sandwich and a juice, or having like an hamburger, or having like a chicken leg, but
Okay.
it's not like bread or eating or drinking tea or something.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
just
Okay, got it. So bread once. Fish. Okay, they were both of them were saying something about fish, right? The first
mm,
girls named it, and the second video they were saying that I took some notes. No, he didn't say anything about that, but he did say something like we were cooking like Europeans do. What do you think about that? Are we cooking like Europeans? I mean, my question is, I'm going to rephrase my question. My
mm,
question is Chilean cuisine different from the rest of Latin American cuisine or not, in your opinion?
um, I think that they are very similar because we have that Spanish uh, culture. Um, so I think yes, we have a lot of in common with that European way uh, of cooking.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. It's not like just it is very it's very uh, how to say this is very
Okay, explain.
uh,
Don't get a stick. Explain the idea.
yes, it's very it's like very close to that. like very uh, like following the that Spanish tradition of eating.
Okay.
So I think it's just uh, like little things that are maybe like Chilean, like some things that in Chiloé I could say that are like 100% of here of the area,
Yeah.
or because they use like nalca, or they use like some of uh, things of the sea that are very of the place there,
Yeah.
but not like Chilean. It's just like a Chiloé thing, not a Chilean thing.
Do you like seafood or not?
Yes, I think I some of them, not everything.
Not
Like,
everything. Yeah,
mm,
I'm thinking about that because, as they were saying, we have this very huge coastline. Therefore, we might believe that we are consuming or we're eating a lot of seafood, but apparently
mm.
we're not.
Yes,
Well,
I agree with them, because we like eat fish, but we don't like have a like a I don't know, like other countries that have fish, like Japan, that everything comes from the sea. I don't know, but here we have a lot of sea products, but we don't have like a special dish make of fish. I don't know, or make
yeah,
of um, like that kind of seafood.
yeah, like our traditional food, it is not related to the sea. I think,
Mm-hmm.
like we are not having pescado frito at the 18th of September, right? So we're not, and it's weird, I believe. Um, it is sort of weird. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Let's finish this with the idea of the 18th of September. The girl was saying something about this. The woman was saying something about this. The first video. Uh, and what's your opinion about the 18th of September? And is it as she was saying, or is it different?
I think I agree with that. We are not a patriotic country like others.
Okay.
Like maybe people just like Chile in like in football,
Okay.
but when it's 18 of September, the people like get like the spirit of being Chilean. I think they like the festivity. They like the party. It's like, oh, we are going to eat this, or going to do this, or drink this. So it's more like the things that comes with the festivity, the more the that holiday itself.
Okay. So do you think that what? Okay. Yeah. No, I got it. I got it. I got it. Why do you think is that? Why are we not that patriotic, as you were saying?
Um, I don't know. Maybe because a lot of people didn't know or didn't remember well the why we celebrate 18th of September.
Okay.
It also have to be because we're like a junk country, and also we are like a how do I say, colonized country.
Okay.
So maybe a lot of our traditions are not 100% of ours. So it's like
Okay.
maybe
Got it.
just
So it's sort of
like that.
imposed tradition, right, and imposed philosophy, and people, because of that, they are not getting getting involved in the
Mhm.
celebration of being
Yes.
part of this country. Perhaps
Mhm.
might be, might be. I sort of agree with you. I sort of
Mhm.
agree with you. Okay, let's one more stuff before we finish. Chilean Spanish. These the man, I mean, within the second video, he ended up talking about Chilean Spanish. What can you say about that?
Uh, that I agree with him because he talk about with Bo, and I think I understand that he said like we are uh, very, how to say this, I don't know, like we talk about very like being soft with the other person, because he gives an example of a little boy talking to her mom and take it uh, like the kid talks about like a very very uh, like uh, how to say this, like very kind to her, like very
Okay.
uh, like a begging, I think.
Okay.
So I think that that could be. Also, we use po when we talk, like to end our phrases or in the middle of a phrase. It doesn't like gives nothing to the phrase, but it is there. It's like something we don't need, but is there too when we talk.
Okay. 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 Well, apparently Chilean Spanish is very famous worldwide because of we are not speaking how can I say this, a very good Spanish, right? What do you
Mhm.
think about that? Do you think that that we're not speaking a proper Spanish, or that it doesn't matter?
Mm, I think we speak a proper Spanish, but the informal way we speak Spanish is not the way the other persons could understand. It's
Okay.
not like a bad way to talk, but it's a way that is too a like too informal for others. That even sometimes we don't
Yeah.
understand what the other people wants to say.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree with you. That is true. That is true. And would it be difficult for I don't know, for a foreigner to come to our country and then try to learn Spanish in Chile, or would it be better to go to another
Uh,
place?
yes, I think it's a good way to learn here. It's difficult, but I think you could understand the others like accents. If you understand the Chilean way to talk, the others maybe is more are more easy.
Very easier,
Obviously,
right?
in the other countries are have their own words, but it's like words, not like the way we talk, like with uh, a lot of things that we don't say or we uh, added to the way we speak.
Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Okay, Alejandra, so that's enough. Ya, la idea entonces es la siguiente. La idea es, yo voy a parar esta cosa, va a quedar el video. Entonces usted repetirá el
Mhm.
proceso de escucharse, tomar nota de lo que dijo,
Mhm.
reflexionar en torno a lo que dices. Hoy día te sentí mucho más fluida, siento,
Mhm.
siento eso, que avanza. ¿Sí? Cuidado con...
Mhm.
hiciste doble comparativos en algún momento. More, cheaper, dijiste eso en algún
Ah,
momento.
claro. Mhm.
¿Sí?
Sí, o sea, me sé esa regla, pero se me olvida como cuando lo estoy diciendo, entonces como que después dije como, hoy lo dije mal, pero como
Claro.
yo le había
Ya,
dicho.
hay que poner atención, ¿cachai? Pero de lo que me recuerdo
Ujú,
así, eso. Necesito, todavía no varías mucho en los tiempos que ocupas para hablar. Todo está en presente o pasado, ¿ya? Así que
ujú,
ahí más I would have, algo de eso. I might believe, algo de eso también, como modales o perfectos,
Ujú.
pero básicamente modales, así como I would, I might, I may, algo de ese
Ujú.
tipo, ¿ya? Eso, entonces quiero que reflexione con el video que le voy a mandar ahora.
Con
Ocupas,
el mismo discurso, ¿cierto? O sea, discourse management,
o sea, intentemos
como...
verlo ahora más general, veámoslo como todo, para que
Ya.
puedas ahí escucharlo bien y tomar nota de todo eso. Lo
Ujú.
haces y lo discutimos el próximo, bueno, te vaya a demorar caleta porque esta cosa dura no sé cuánto rato lo que hablaste.
Sí, sí, ahora
Eh,
igual estaba viéndolo y como que traté como de acordarme igual un poco de lo que decía.
sí, entonces ahora te va a demorar harto en ver esto porque es bien largo lo que dije, la conversación. Entonces el próximo martes, primera cosa que hacemos, revisamos esto. ¿Ya? Por eso te dejo también estos últimos 40 minutos para que lo puedas hacer durante este tiempo.
Ujú.
Pero siento que mejora, siento que estuviste más fluida, quizás no más accurate, pero sí más fluent. ¿Cachai?
Ujú.
Entonces veo avance, eso es bueno. ¿Ya? Así que eso, Alejandra, yo la dejo ahora, voy a sacar el video, lo subo a YouTube, te mando el link.
Ya, profe. Ya.
Dale.
Ahora sí lo voy a anotar porque es para esta clase, porque la otra vez como tenía una tarea muy parecida,
Dale.
me dio tanta y dije, no, mentira, que me confundí, como que literalmente pensé que eh, se parecía mucho a otra tarea que tengo que hacer en simultáneo, entonces dije, ya, sí la hice, y después leí y dije, oh, no. Y
Ya, pero
quedaban
no te
como cinco,
preocupes.
así que fue como, no.
Ya, ok, no te preocupes. Te mando el video de inmediato, ¿vale?
Ya, profe.
O sea, en cuanto lo pueda subir, que va a
Ya,
ser en un
profe.
ratito más. ¿Ya?
Ujú.
Ya,
Sí.
Alejandra, cualquier cosita a mi correo, ¿vale?
Ya, profe.
Ya, que esté muy bien.
Gracias.
Chau.
Igualmente. Chao.